We're Gina and Stephen with Live Deeper 10X, and we're traveling the world one house sit at a time. What's up, everybody? It is Live Deeper 10X, and we are coming at you in Switzerland in the snow.
Gina has it planned, I think, kind of. Maybe it's loose, but it should be fun.
We're going to be in Geneva, checking out the tallest fountain, I think, in Europe. Not sure. Their local Christmas market in Geneva. Maybe stopping by the UN. So stay with us.
All right. We're filling up with some unknown number of liters.
But it's expensive here in Switzerland.
It's $1.96 per liter. Maybe there's what, 3.5 liters in a gallon? Send us a comment.
Holy crapola! How much was that?
This is 92 francs, which is more than dollars, US dollars.
We don't have a car anymore, so for us, gasoline is a privilege.
I don't want a car anymore.
Well, not in Switzerland. Okay,
Just so you guys know, that's 2 days of living per person.
Yes.
$50 a day, that's 2 days of actual living.
Yeah.
Just to fill up the tank.
I know cars are important, but wow, that's a lot of money for gas.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this in our Spain video, but we had a smart car,
yes,
electric, free electricity overnight to charge up. There were also built-in incentives because you could park anywhere you wanted to, downtown, free of charge. Oops, you can't go out this way.
I mean, for two budget travelers like us, that's a lot of money for gas. We're very fortunate that we had the opportunity to have a car, recognizing it comes with some downsides. I'm gonna get wine, I'm gonna get nougat, and probably some Swiss chocolate. I'm gonna eat a lot, let's just say that. I'm gonna eat a lot because we only have 2 more days left in Switzerland, and I have only had raclette. I have not had fondue yet.
All right, we'll get all of that.
The International Red Cross, the World Trade Organization, the World Health Organization, all of the different international world organizations are here in Geneva. And where we are actually right now is the Jardin and Jadis, which is actually we have to pull our COVID information out before we can go in. I had 3 goals today: fondue, nougat, and blue wine and chocolate. There's 4 goals actually. So we are going to stop and check the first goal, which is getting our nougat. Okay. And a lot of love.
Not so much with my wife. Ah!
Oh no!
That's okay, it's a 2-second rule.
It's hard to cut.
Yeah, it's hard to cut, but at your place it will be really soft. You can taste it. Have you tasted
I just did.
Yeah.
It's
Did you?
delish.
Do people ever buy like one of the whole things?
Not a whole. This one cost 2,000.
Oh my gosh!
Really?
Wow!
It stays 6 months out of the fridge.
Oh, 6
Oh, wow.
months. Sugar and nuts and eggs and honey, he said. And this actually was 15 francs. We found our way into the fondue hut here at the Christmas market in Geneva, and they have it set up family style, so you'll see that there's lots of different fondue stations, and then we have our own fondue station, and so we're gonna get a beverage and eat some fondue because, again, it's checking the second thing off my list. See, she has space buns. That girl has space buns. I'm a big fan of space buns because they're very practical when you have to wear a hat or when you have to carry a backpack and you have long hair. Space buns are the way to go. Look how amazing this looks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We went with the truffle cheese. It was a recommendation by our server. Ah, c'est bien. Wonderful. I get to checked off 2 and 3 on my list. I'm drinking blue wine and having fondue at the same time in this beautiful hut that's nice and toasty warm.
It's a pot full of cheese, and I don't know what you do with it.
It's an awful lot of cheese for 2 people.
It is very tasty. We just looked up the definition of fondue because I was confused because back in the States we have a lot of places called the melting pot where they melt things other than just cheese, but fondue apparently is just cheese, and it's a Swiss derivative.
And you only do bread. Only bread, no other vegetables, nothing. Because I love cookies, those are my favorite dessert. I will share this with Stephen. I promise, I will share this with you. And it's hot. You didn't get any chocolate.
No, I didn't.
So behind us is another iconic thing to see in Geneva, but better to see it in the summer, maybe even in the spring, than to see it in winter. And this is the world's largest flower clock.
World's largest flower clock.
12,000 plants are used to make this flower clock. It actually started in 1955, and it has been repurposed in May of 2017. And you can see that it still operates every minute of every day, and it's actually synced to satellite. Definitely a beautiful, beautiful feature here in Geneva. Even though it's kind of gray skies and cold, it's still really nice to see the sunflowers.
Oh yeah, the flowers are making a brightness in our hearts. We're not sure, but we think that is the fountain. It's not a fountain, it's a water jet. Jet d'eau. People come to Geneva just to see this jet of water.
It's an iconic feature of Geneva.
140 meters high, 200 kilometers per hour. That's how fast the water comes out, which is the same velocity of a pyroclastic flow racing down the flank
There
of the
he is.
volcano.
There-
This is the worst time to try and see the jet d'eau in Geneva.
Yeah.
Look how clear the water is. Beautiful.
Oh, right here says the time it goes. Oh, January to March.
What?
Do you happen to be
Where?
here?
What? No way.
Yeah.
This is us, here to here.
This is literally like the churches. This is just like churches. It's like what happens when Gina and Stephen go to Europe? They close everything. But no, not for Gina and Stephen. We come all the way to Europe, and what do? They close the churches, they close the Jésus. Is that how you say it?
And it's been here since 1886, and it's never been turned off except for today.
Okay, that's not true.
We need to at least find the little spout.
Yeah, we're gonna
so
go
we
find
can look at the spout.
And maybe there's a little knob we can turn it on. Oopsie.
Look at how clean the water is. It's like we're at Fiji.
This feels like something that would have been in a movie.
It does. Yes. Switzerland is a very interesting place. We saw somewhere it's got its own microclimate, but that's a magnolia tree, which is, I thought, typically a southern environment tree. There's also palm trees here in Switzerland, so in the midst of the snow and all these other beautiful things, you have exotic vegetation.
That is exotic.
Things are quiet today because we are here on a Sunday, and things in Geneva slow down on Sundays.
It's $300 for that chocolate thing right there.
Look, those are chocolate too.
I don't think so. Those are just
Yeah.
pretend.
No way.
Yes, they're not real.
No way.
See, when they're plastic.
Those are
Do you
chocolate.
remember the last time you thought something wasn't plastic and it was? Was I right? Was I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
The other day when we first got here, Gina and I drove down this street. If you look behind me, this is not for cars. These are for trams and not cars. We
Special
drove the
vehicles
whole street.
ambulances.
Yeah, but it was a great drive because it's a beautiful road.
And there was nobody in our way.
Nope. That is a really cool looking tram. Oh. I promised I wouldn't say anything else about the parking lot, but look what they give you. They give you Post-its, official Post-its, so you can write down where you were in the parking deck and put it in your wallet or purse. All of this is in the area surrounding the UN.
So we had one more stop to make before we decided to say goodbye to Geneva, and we decided to stop at a place that's called, is it called the Smurfs?
Well, I think the French was like Les Smurfs.
Yes, Les Smurfs, which doesn't necessarily mean that the creators of this are from the creators of Smurfs, but what it means is that they recreated, or they created an architecture in 1982 to 1984 of this whimsical kind of community that is actually taken after the artist Gaudi. People actually live here full time, as you can see, and you can take a look behind me. All of their balconies are made out of something from a fairy tale, and so it's very, very cool, very different. It's become kind of a tourist attraction here in Geneva. People tend to stop by and take a look at it. When I looked it up, I was like, I kind of got to go see it. So
there's either a middle or a high school just behind us with some parks for the kids. So it's an all-in-one neighborhood. It's great.
For those of you who are fans of the Smurfs, that's why they named it after the Smurfs, because it looks like their little mushroom houses that they lived in the Smurfs. If you haven't watched the Smurfs, you need to check it out.
You don't need to check it out.
We're really grateful that you spent the time with us today. Thanks for watching our videos.
And do whatever you can to just live a little bit deeper today.
Don't forget to click that bell and to hit the thumbs up to let us know that you like this video, and stay tuned for our next adventures. Bye now.
By the way, huge shout out to Tommy at the Men's Club for Good Times in Geneva. That's a barbershop. How cool is that name? Definitely go there if you're in need of a haircut and you're around Geneva, because these guys are awesome. Tommy was stellar, top notch. I had a fantastic conversation with him, and I would have had just as good a time getting no haircut and just talking for even more. So please go by and check this place out. It's probably the best barbershop in Geneva.